These are the zodiac signs that can betray you. Yes. And before you think this is only about cheating, understand something deeper. Betrayal is not only romance. Betrayal is broken trust. It is loyalty that disappears when things get difficult. It is promises that collapse when temptation arrives. I have seen this in my visions. Again and again. People swearing loyalty. People speaking love. People smiling, while secretly preparing to turn their back. And that is what makes betrayal so painful. It rarely comes from enemies. It comes from the ones you trusted most. Astrology does not create character, but it reveals patterns. It reveals weaknesses. It reveals how each sign reacts under pressure, desire, fear, or ambition. Some betray out of impulse. Some betray out of ego. Some betray out of emotional emptiness. Some betray out of strategy. And the most dangerous part is this: they do not always show guilt. They do not always warn you. They do not always admit the truth. Sometimes they keep smiling. They keep saying they love you. They keep promising a future, while already choosing another path. Now I will reveal who is speaking to you. I am Nostradamus. And I do not bring this message to create fear. I bring it to awaken your discernment. Today, you will understand which zodiac signs carry the strongest betrayal tendencies when they are unhealed, and how to recognize the warning signs before it is too late. Subscribe now so you do not miss this revelation. And comment below if you have ever been betrayed by someone who swore eternal loyalty. First sign I must reveal is Gemini. Yes, Gemini. And listen to me carefully. Not because every Gemini betrays, but because when Gemini is unhealed, betrayal can come silently, intelligently, and without visible remorse. I speak as Nostradamus, and in my visions, I have seen the dual nature move like smoke. Difficult to hold, difficult to define, difficult to catch. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, the planet of intellect, the planet of persuasion. This gives Gemini a brilliant mind, quick thinking, adaptability, charm that feels natural. But this same gift, when distorted, becomes dangerous. Gemini does not usually betray out of hatred. Gemini betrays out of restlessness, out of curiosity, out of the need for stimulation. When bored, Gemini drifts. When emotionally disconnected, Gemini detaches fast. When tempted, Gemini rationalizes. And the most unsettling part is this: they can justify it in their own mind. They will tell themselves it was not serious. They will tell themselves it was just conversation. They will tell themselves it was harmless. But betrayal rarely begins with action. It begins with secrecy. Gemini in shadow becomes secretive in subtle ways. New passwords, new tones in their voice, new laughter when texting, new energy that feels slightly distant. You ask what is wrong. They say nothing. You ask if something changed. They say you are imagining things. And slowly, doubt enters your heart. Gemini is master of words. They can speak beautifully. They can promise passionately. They can convince you that you are the only one, while keeping options open in the background. Not always physically. Sometimes emotionally. Sometimes mentally. Gemini's betrayal often begins as emotional infidelity, late-night conversations, secret intellectual connections, sharing thoughts with someone else that should have been shared with you. And they will say it means nothing, but it means everything, because Gemini craves mental stimulation. And if they stop feeling stimulated, they look elsewhere. Not always because they stopped loving you, but because they stopped feeling excited. That is the shadow. Gemini in darkness fears monotony more than losing people. They fear boredom more than consequences. So they flirt. They test. They explore. And they believe they can control it. But betrayal grows quietly. Gemini can lie without shaking. They can deny without blinking. They can twist stories. They can redirect conversations. If you confront them, they may laugh. They may minimize. They may say you are overthinking. And the danger here is psychological. You begin questioning yourself. You begin doubting your instincts. You begin wondering if you are too sensitive. This is how betrayal becomes invisible. Gemini does not like conflict. They prefer escape. They prefer distraction. They prefer keeping multiple doors open, rather than closing one honestly. And when finally exposed, they may seem calm. Too calm. Not because they do not care, but because they detached long ago. And you were loving the version of them that had already left emotionally. Now listen to this truth carefully. Not every Gemini is disloyal. An evolved Gemini is vibrant, faithful, curious but committed, communicative in healthy ways. But an unhealed Gemini fears emotional depth, fears emotional confinement, fears losing their sense of freedom. And when that fear grows, betrayal becomes temptation. Sometimes it is not physical betrayal. Sometimes it is betrayal of loyalty, of confidentiality, of trust. They may share your secrets in a casual conversation. They may speak lightly about something sacred to you. They may reveal things without understanding the damage. And when confronted, they may say it was not intentional. But intention does not erase consequence. Gemini can also betray by inconsistency. Promising one thing, doing another, saying they will stay, then disappearing when life becomes heavy. They chase novelty. They chase excitement. They chase mental sparks. And if the relationship becomes routine, they may begin searching for something new instead of rebuilding what they have. That is why Gemini betrayal is often unexpected. They were laughing with you yesterday, planning with you yesterday, dreaming with you yesterday, and today they are distant, unreachable. Internally, you just were not invited into that internal shift, and that is what makes it hurt the most. Gemini in shadow, does not always intend to destroy you, but they may choose their curiosity over your heart. They may choose stimulation over stability. They may choose conversation over commitment. And by the time you realize it, trust has already been broken. So watch the signs. Sudden secrecy, emotional distraction, excessive defensiveness over simple questions, a new need for privacy that feels unnatural. Your intuition will whisper before the truth screams. Listen to it, because betrayal does not come with warning labels. It comes with charm. It comes with laughter. It comes with promises. And when the mask falls, the silence is loud. If this revelation resonates with your experience, subscribe now so you do not miss the next prophecy. And comment below if you have ever experienced betrayal from a Gemini, or if you are a Gemini working to rise above this shadow. Second sign I must reveal is Scorpio. Yes, Scorpio. And if you have ever trusted a Scorpio with your heart, you already know. This is not a light sign. This is not a simple energy. This is not a love that comes without consequences. I speak as Nostradamus, and in my visions, Scorpio appears like a shadow in the water. Silent, deep, watching, waiting. Scorpio does not betray like others. Scorpio does not betray impulsively. Scorpio does not betray for fun. Scorpio betrays with purpose. And that is what makes it terrifying. Because Scorpio does not act until they are sure. Scorpio does not move until they feel power in their hands. Scorpio does not strike until the moment is perfect. This sign is ruled by Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, the planet of obsession, the planet of secrets. Scorpio lives in the unseen, in the hidden layers of emotion, in the parts of human nature most people avoid. And when Scorpio is healed, they are loyal beyond words. They will protect you. They will transform with you. They will love you like a sacred bond. But when Scorpio is unhealed, betrayal becomes a weapon. Not a mistake. A weapon. Scorpio in shadow does not simply leave. They punish. They test. They manipulate. They take emotional control and make you feel trapped inside their world. And the betrayal often begins long before you realize it. Scorpio watches you, studies you, reads your tone, reads your eyes, feels your energy shift before you even speak. And if they sense disloyalty, if they sense rejection, if they sense that you might abandon them, something inside them awakens. They may not show it. They may not confront you. They may still smile. They may still touch you. They may still say the right words. But inside, they begin calculating. Scorpio is the type of sign that can betray you emotionally while still standing beside you. They can withdraw their loyalty silently. They can detach in secret. They can begin building a new plan while you still believe you are safe. And when the moment comes, you will feel it like a shock. Because Scorpio's betrayal is not loud. It is surgical, Precise. Cold. They know exactly where to hit. They know exactly what you fear. They know exactly what will hurt the most. Because you once trusted them with your soul. And Scorpio never forgets what you reveal. That is why Scorpio betrayal feels like spiritual destruction. They do not just break your trust. They break your illusion. They break your sense of security. They can betray with silence. They can betray with secrecy. They can betray by holding information back. They can betray by keeping emotional doors open to someone else while still claiming loyalty to you. And sometimes, Scorpio does not betray first. Scorpio betrays in revenge. This is the dangerous part. If Scorpio believes you hurt them, even if you did not, even if it was misunderstanding, even if it was small, they may still feel wounded. And Scorpio's wounds are not simple. They become obsessions. They replay the pain in their mind. They build stories. They create emotional storms inside. And instead of talking, instead of healing, they may choose retaliation. They may choose betrayal to restore power. Not because they stopped loving you, but because they cannot tolerate feeling powerless. Scorpio's greatest fear is vulnerability. Their greatest fear is being played. Their greatest fear is being made a fool. So if they sense betrayal, they may strike first, even if you never intended harm. This is why Scorpio relationships can feel dangerous. Because love and fear live side by side in Scorpio's heart. They love intensely, but they also protect themselves intensely. And when protection becomes paranoia, betrayal becomes possible. Scorpio can also betray by controlling you, by isolating you emotionally, by making you feel guilty for having friends, by making you feel like loyalty means cutting off the world. And if you resist, they may see it as disloyalty. They may see it as rejection. They may see it as betrayal even when it is not. Then the coldness begins. They become distant. They become mysterious. They stop sharing. They stop explaining. But they still watch. Scorpio never stops watching. And the moment you think things are calm, the storm returns. They may expose your secrets. They may twist narratives. They may manipulate people around you. They may make you look like the villain while they remain silent and composed. Because Scorpio knows how to play the long game. And the worst betrayal Scorpio can do is emotional replacement. They will not always cheat physically, but they may create a deep bond with someone else in secret. A connection built in the shadows. A connection you never saw coming. And when you finally realize, it feels like your place was taken while you were still there. That is Scorpio's shadow betrayal. It happens quietly, but it destroys loudly. Now hear me clearly. Not every Scorpio is like this. An evolved Scorpio is one of the most loyal signs that exists. They will defend you with their life. They will stay when everyone leaves. They will love you even in darkness. But when Scorpio is unhealed, they can become possessive, controlling, emotionally manipulative, vindictive, and betrayal becomes their way of regaining power. So the warning signs are clear: extreme jealousy, constant testing, secretiveness that feels heavy, sudden emotional withdrawal, a calm face hiding resentment. If you feel like you are walking on eggshells, something is wrong. If you feel like your freedom is being watched, something is wrong. If you feel like their love feels like a cage, something is wrong. Because love should not feel like surveillance. Love should not feel like fear. Love should not feel like a silent threat. Scorpio in shadow is the betrayal you never see coming, because it is planned in silence and executed with precision. If this message resonated with your experience, subscribe now so you do not miss the next prophecy. And comment below if you have ever experienced betrayal from a Scorpio, or if you are a Scorpio who is ready to rise above this shadow and become the most loyal version of yourself. Third sign I must reveal is Libra. Yes, Libra. And many people will not expect this, because Libra looks gentle. Libra looks peaceful. Libra looks loyal. Libra looks like the kind of person who would never hurt anyone. But I speak as Nostradamus. And in my visions, I have seen betrayal that comes wrapped in beauty. Betrayal that comes wrapped in charm. Betrayal that comes wrapped in a smile so perfect that you never question it. Libra is ruled by Venus, the planet of attraction, the planet of romance, the planet of pleasure, the planet of social power. And Venus is a blessing. But when unhealed, Venus becomes temptation. It becomes manipulation. It becomes seduction without sincerity. Libra knows how to be liked. Libra knows how to be admired. Libra knows how to keep people close. But Libra also knows how to hide the truth. Not because Libra is evil, but because Libra fears conflict more than most signs. Libra fears being disliked. Libra fears confrontation. Libra fears being seen as the villain. So instead of being honest, Libra may choose comfort. Instead of being direct, Libra may choose appearance. Instead of speaking truth, Libra may choose silence. And that is where betrayal begins. Because betrayal is not always cheating. Sometimes betrayal is pretending everything is fine while building a secret exit. Sometimes betrayal is smiling while emotionally leaving. Sometimes betrayal is promising loyalty while entertaining someone else's attention. Libra's betrayal is rarely aggressive. It is subtle. It is quiet. It is hidden behind politeness. Libra can stay in a relationship while already imagining another one. Libra can say I love you while questioning it internally. Libra can hold your hand while their heart is still deciding. And you will not notice at first, because they will still be sweet. They will still be romantic. They will still say the right words. But the energy changes. They become distant in small ways. They become less available. They become less transparent. They start protecting their phone. They start protecting their time. They start protecting their privacy in a way that feels unnatural. And when you ask, they smile. They deny. They reassure you. Because Libra knows how to calm you down. Libra knows how to soften your suspicion. Libra knows how to make you feel guilty for doubting them. This is why Libra betrayal can be so painful. Because it does not look like betrayal. It looks like sweetness. It looks like innocence. It looks like peace. But peace can be fake. Libra is also extremely social. They crave connection. They crave admiration. They crave attention. And when Libra feels emotionally empty, they search for validation. Not always physically. Sometimes through conversation. Sometimes through flirting. Sometimes through emotional bonding with someone else. And they will tell themselves it is harmless. They will tell themselves it is just friendship. They will tell themselves it means nothing. But it means something. Because the moment Libra starts seeking emotional energy outside of you, loyalty is already cracking. And Libra can betray in another way too. They can betray through indecision. This is one of the most dangerous Libra shadows. Because indecision is not neutral. Indecision destroys trust. Libra can keep you waiting. Libra can keep you hopeful. Libra can keep you emotionally attached. While still keeping options open. They may not end the relationship. But they also do not fully commit. They give you just enough love to stay. Just enough affection to keep you close. Just enough romance to keep you dreaming. But behind that, they are still weighing. Still analyzing. Still comparing. And that is betrayal. Because you are giving your full heart. While they are still negotiating yours. I have seen this clearly in my visions. Libra can betray by protecting their image above your feelings. They will choose what looks good over what is true. They will choose what keeps them admired over what keeps them honest. And when the truth is finally exposed, Libra may act innocent. Libra may cry. Libra may say they never meant to hurt you. And sometimes that is true. Sometimes they did not want to hurt you. But they still did. Because the betrayal was not an accident. It was a slow decision. A silent decision. A decision made through avoidance. Libra also hates being alone. And that is a dangerous weakness. Because if Libra fears loneliness, they may keep someone new close before letting you go. They may emotionally replace you while still keeping you attached. They may build the next connection quietly, so they never have to face emptiness. And when you find out, it feels like humiliation. It feels like you were used. It feels like you were held in a lie. This is why Libra betrayal cuts deep. Because it feels unfair. It feels unnecessary. It feels like deception disguised as kindness. Now hear me carefully. Not every Libra is like this. An evolved Libra is loyal, romantic, devoted. One of the most loving signs in the Zodiac. But when Libra is unhealed, they become addicted to approval. Addicted to attention. Addicted to being wanted. and that addiction can lead to betrayal. So watch the warning signs. Too much secrecy behind a sweet smile. Too many vague answers. Too much need for external validation. Too much flirting disguised as friendliness. Too much avoidance when serious conversations arise. If they cannot face the truth, they will eventually create a lie. And betrayal is always born from lies. If this message resonated with your experience, subscribe now so you do not miss the next prophecy. And comment below if you have ever been betrayed by a Libra, or if you are a Libra ready to rise above this shadow and become the most loyal version of yourself. Fourth sign I must reveal is Pisces. Yes, Pisces. And this one is dangerous in a different way. Not because Pisces is cold. Not because Pisces is calculating like others. But because Pisces can betray through illusion. I speak as Nostradamus. And in my visions, Pisces appears like water. Soft. Gentle. Emotional. But impossible to hold still. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, the planet of dreams, the planet of fantasy, the planet of deception and blurred reality. And that is where the shadow lives. Pisces does not always betray intentionally. Sometimes they betray because they escape. Sometimes they betray because they cannot face reality. Sometimes they betray because they fall in love with a feeling, not a person. Pisces is emotional, romantic, sensitive, deep. But when unhealed, Pisces becomes avoidant, confused, emotionally unstable, addicted to fantasy. And fantasy is where betrayal begins. Pisces can fall for attention, for validation, for emotional intensity. Even if they are already committed, they may tell themselves it is harmless. They may say it is just emotional connection. They may say it is just friendship. But inside, something shifts. They begin imagining another life, another story, another romance. And Pisces lives strongly in imagination. If their current relationship feels heavy, routine, or painful, they may not confront it directly. They may not communicate clearly. They may not fight for clarity. Instead, they drift. They emotionally drift toward someone who feels easier. Someone who listens differently. Someone who brings back the spark of fantasy. And this is how betrayal happens quietly. Pisces may still cry with you, still hold you, still say they love you, but part of their heart is somewhere else. And when confronted, Pisces may deny, not because they are malicious, but because they are confused. They convince themselves that nothing is wrong. They convince themselves that they would never hurt you. They convince themselves that it is not betrayal if it is emotional. But emotional betrayal is still betrayal. Pisces can also betray through victimhood. This is a deep shadow. If Pisces feels unhappy, instead of taking responsibility, they may rewrite the story. They may tell themselves they are misunderstood. They may tell others they are trapped. They may present themselves as suffering while quietly creating a new exit. And the world believes them. Because Pisces looks innocent. Pisces looks soft. Pisces looks incapable of cruelty. But betrayal does not always look cruel.